My name is Tanisha Long, and I'll be interviewing Mr. Brooks doing a role play exercise. Good evening, Mr. Brooks. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you today?
I'm great. What brings you in today?
Well, I'm having some issues because I haven't been able to find a job. I've been off of work for the last 10 months, going on 11 months now.
Okay.
It's really been hard for me, and I'm just not used to working.
Okay.
Hard time dealing with COVID.
Okay. Give me a little bit of background, a little bit of history, how you were raised. Were you raised by both parents? Were you raised to work?
Yeah, I live with my parents, both of my parents, my brothers, and I had one sister. And we all had a great work ethic, and we worked all of the time. We helped our father out with different jobs around the house. We did different things. We've always been taught to work.
Okay. Now, the job that you were laid off of, or were you laid off?
I was laid off from my job.
Okay.
I worked at that job. Oh man, it's been a number of years. Actually, it's the only really job I've had besides working at a grocery store. It was a real job that I had when I graduated from high school, and I worked there going on it's like 14, 15 years.
Okay.
And then our plant closed down.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of stuck.
Okay. Provided the information that you gave me prior to your coming into the office, you are married and you have a family to take care of, correct?
Yes.
Okay. How does that, having that family at home, how does that bother you any, that you don't have employment at this time?
Well, my family is my motivation. And,
okay.
I do everything for my kids, for my wife. Right now we're just really dependent on her income and unemployment benefits that I'm receiving, and it's really kind of hard, and it makes me feel bad, that my family doesn't have everything that they're used to having,
okay.
because I have to. We have to cut back and downsize and really just watch our spending. And of course, I know that, the unemployment insurance is not going to last always. And I'm really seeking some type of employment. So my family is my motivation to help me keep on going. But there are times that I get, depressed because I see my children go without. I see my wife go without. And, it's just not a good feeling.
And how much of that, now you do know that is negative energy, correct? Okay. How much of that negative energy do you put into thinking about your employment status? How much of that do you put into that a day, would you say?
Well, I really try not to focus on it. I'm out every day trying to find something, for some type of employment, and it kind of gets discouraging. And so I guess I do kind of apply that on a daily basis when you go out and you try to seek employment, and there is none, or there are only jobs that that doesn't really matter. I mean, working like at a grocery store or something like that, and that's not something I'm accustomed to.
Okay. First, what I want you to do is to change the way you're thinking, your mindset, the energy that you have that's focused on not having employment. I want you to start turning that energy around and thinking about some of the things that you do still have, even though you don't have employment. Because there are some things, some positive things that you could focus on, correct?
That's true.
Okay. What have you done for yourself? Because if I'm hearing correctly, I think that most of your working, even from beginning, your father instilled that in you. You said, what have you done for yourself? Because I realized, I know you got a family, and you said that your family is your motivation. So what has Mr. Brooks done for himself?
Well, I really haven't done anything for myself. I feel guilty, treating myself, doing different things or whatever, because, I'm not contributing, and I want to make sure that my children and my wife have everything that they need.
First, let me stop you. The guilt has to go away. There's no such thing as feeling guilty. It's a situation that you did not have control over, correct?
Yes, you're right.
Okay. There's no reason for you to feel guilty. There is, however, you have taken responsibility for your family, correct?
That's true.
Okay. If you know that you're doing what you can for your family, you've confronted your problem, now it's time to move forward. Because if you have a sense of guilt, you'll stay in that place. And we want to move from the sense of guilt, from the place of guilt, to a place of here and now. What can I do now to make my situation better? Name one thing that you think that you can do now that will make your situation somewhat much better.
Well, just try to remain positive and stay on the job hunt and keep focusing on my goals and things of that nature.
Because you do know that if you continue to focus on the past, that job is gone. It can prevent you from moving forward mentally. So we want to get you up to the place of here and now. Now, does your wife continue to uphold you and support you as the man of the house?
Yes, she does. She's very supportive, and I couldn't ask for a better wife. I really couldn't.
Okay. Well, it sounds as though that you have that support that you need, but it seems like to me that Mr. Brooks needs to find Mr. Brooks. Do something for Mr. Brooks. Because yes, we all need to work. We need that gainful employment. We need that steady income. But if we don't do anything for ourselves, then you lose focus of who Mr. Brooks is. And we don't want to do that. Name 3 things that you can do between now and our next session in order to start moving from that place of guilt to the place of here and now.
3 things that I could do. Well, I think maybe I could, like when my children go to the movie, maybe I can go with them.
Okay.
It's possible that I could take my wife out on a date or something like that. And I don't know, just treat myself to buying some kind of items that I like to do. Or I like going bowling with my friends, but I haven't been in a while because of my finances.
Okay. What I want you to do between now and our next session is to do one thing for yourself. For yourself. You may not include your children. You may not include your wife. It may be buying that one item that you just want for yourself. Something that's going to change the negative energy that you have within yourself from losing your job. Something that's going to turn that around. I want you to remain positive. Your children are still depending on you. They could care less if you have a job or not. But they need you there mentally for them. Your wife, she's upholding you, but it's your responsibility to uphold her. Because you are the man. That doesn't mean you're the man because of your finances, because of your status in life, because you're her husband. Your financial status doesn't matter to her. Turn the negative energy around. Focus on the now. And do one thing between this session and next session for yourself. Something that will make you happy. Can you do that, Mr. Brooks?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for coming in. And if I can be of any other help, I want you to know that your problem is my problem. And I feel your pain, and I'm here to help you. And once the energy gets turned around and your mindset gets focused, you change your mindset, you'll change your life. Thank you again, Mr. Brooks, for coming in.
Thank you.
And we'll schedule another appointment for next week. Thank you.